With only a couple of months left in the school year, LA Unified is continuing to deal with this teacher shortage. In fact, there are hundreds of vacant positions. Sandra Endo's on the story for us this morning. Good morning to you. First of all, my friend, let's talk about how the superintendent, the brand new superintendent we should mention to our area, how is he addressing this issue?
Well, it's not only an issue, Michaela, it's a real crisis. This teaching shortage that has really impacted nationwide academic standards is really impacting California and specifically the LAUSD. As you mentioned, there have been more than 400 vacancies identified in the last couple of months left of the school year. So the new superintendent, Alberto Carvalho, he really wants to make sure he addresses this problem because most of those vacancies are in high needs communities. That's a big concern considering the student population here in LA. So certainly those vulnerable student populations will be impacted by not having a teacher in the classroom. So what he's doing is a stopgap measure, a temporary solution to put staff or credentialed staff, administrators who may not be in the classroom now, back into the classrooms to fill this shortage for the time being. So that is one solution, and so far about half of those more than 400 vacancies have been filled by those staff positions who have been credentialed, but clearly this is not over yet. He wants to make sure all of those vacancies are filled before the end of the school year to make sure that these vulnerable student populations do have the teaching that they should be getting here in the district. Michaela.
I'm really curious what the reaction is from parents, but also from teachers and perhaps even the teachers union. How is this plan being received?
It's a tough one because keep in mind, there are so many interests involved, especially obviously thinking about the students who need that education. But considering the fact that there are some people who are credentialed teachers, but who may already be in staff positions doing other things administratively, going back into the classroom, well, they may be a little rusty. So the solution is that this is temporary, that they're going to choose from the pool of qualified people who are credentialed, who have the most recent time in the classroom to go back in the classroom. But think about it this way, too. Those employees have been promoted to levels that are outside the classroom as well in some cases. So then to say you're set back into the classroom, you may not be fully prepared. It is an issue, but obviously the interests of the students come first in the minds of so many people who have chosen this profession. So clearly, again, knowing that this is temporary, but with the sight of being and figuring out what they're going to do in the long run, right? What we're going to do next year to make sure these positions are filled. So that is the real solution that they need to work on going forward. To hire
more teachers. I mean, look, we know that there is a challenge in hiring right now across the board in many industries. Really interesting to see what's happening there. Well, we'll see how it works. Sandra, thanks for being on the story for us today.
You got it.
Okay.